Okay, let's
Just kidding.
get your willies out.
I've got my willy. My willy is fully not out, thank you. Mother told me that's inappropriate.
Okay, hello.
Hello.
And welcome to a special edition of Sibling Energy.
Where the only thing sibling about us is indeed, in fact, the energy. Stop!
We're not related.
We're not related.
I'm Mckenzie.
And I'm Tim.
And
At Starbucks, I'm Timothy.
Are you?
Yes, because you have to hear, because a lot of times the people
Tim,
will call.
and you're like, Kim?
They'll be like Yen. I heard this morning at Fleur de Lis, I heard Yen.
You're like, Jim?
I told you my name is Timothy. They did not indeed call Timothy. Anyway. Yes.
How do you know it was your order?
It wasn't. Because I told them Timothy, and they're like, Timothy, latte, lavender, something or other. And I was like, that's me.
Not...
But she also whispered it. She was like, Timothy, your order's ready. If I wasn't reading her lips, I wouldn't know it was mine. Sorry, Becca. Is that mine? Across the room. Anyway.
Okay. So
today,
tangent number one.
Tangent number
Ding.
one. Check. Check, please.
So we thought that I thought I had the idea. It's fine.
Tell me who's the oldest. Change the change.
So I had the idea that we could do a fall, autumn, winter, planning kind of video. Just the changing of seasons is very inspiring to me.
Yeah.
And thinking about different clothes, different knits, different colors. And so since it is starting to feel like fall here in Portland, I thought we could do a little Sibling Energy edition.
What is it about the change of seasons that inspires you?
I mean, I think it's a moment to reflect on the previous season for sure. So it's definitely to take time and be okay, what happened during the summer? And also to plan. It's just this, it's such a good marker of time where you have to check in with your body.
Yeah.
You have to check in with your surroundings. I've been doing a closet clean out, been redecorating the house.
Yeah.
It's just all of those things. And then there's also the planning of Thanksgiving coming up and just the next season. So it's just such a dramatic marker of time.
Yeah.
That it causes me to sort of go inward.
Yeah.
And think about what I'm working on and what my plans are and goals are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's really important too, because we have spring cleaning. No one's coined the fall one. Autumn inventory. We're gonna be doing.
Doesn't sound as fun.
Autumn internal research. No.
We'll
workshop it.
Falling.
Oh, we'll just call it following. I'm in. What have you been doing for your following? No, you're right. I think it's layers. I think it's the crispiness and the crunchiness of the air and the sun starting to go down quicker and it's the reintroduction of long pants. To me, it's the reintroduction of long pants. It is a nice feeling. And layers.
I was saying, I think it was even 2 or 3 weeks ago, I was wow, the light changed. And I was all of a sudden, it's not fall yet, but it's late summer. And it just was so dramatic, in the mornings, the way the sun was, and then just the way, the shadows were feeling. I was oh wow, we're really gearing up for fall. And then last night we were driving home from knit night. First of all, it was pitch black. Second of all, it was pouring rain.
That was a little bit scary.
It was a little bit scary.
Oh, okay.
I was like on the phone with my mom and I was like, can you even hear me? It's so loud right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was white knuckling it a little bit.
I questioned pulling over for a second.
I know.
Because there was already on the road, there was like rivers.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, am I going to get stuck in the middle of this river on the road?
Yeah, it was wild.
Yeah.
So yeah, it definitely and today is gray and cloudy and
exciting.
Yeah.
I love it.
I know, me too.
I
I'm making chicken and dumplings for dinner tonight. This is the time when I thrive. I'm drinking a pumpkin cream cold brew.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I am. Thanks for picking it up for me.
Yeah. I was expecting them to say, Miffy. It wasn't under.
You're not Mckenzie.
I'm not Mckenzie. I know. They're like, can I see your ID?
So what are you working on?
My sanity? I'm just kidding. Okay. I do have the right number. I'm making someone a shift cowl. So.
If you watched our live stream, you saw Tim shopping my spin cycle stash in my office, and he's making me a shift cowl.
It's really fun. Excuse me, bad egg
And
is
then look
everything.
what I'm knitting with right now.
But bad egg is, here's the thing. Bad egg is gorgeous because they combine it, Micah, or whoever dyed it. It's combined with a neutral, an oatmeal,
yes,
a tan.
Yes.
Who knew that this was needed?
I know.
Well,
and then look, my socks also have the little bit of bad egg in them.
Wow.
And you can really see the brown.
Okay, I see a repeated color story happening for fall.
No, this is my
Beep, beep, beep.
this is my vibe. Is this carbelly, orangey moment with chartreuse?
I love it.
That's
big fan.
Part of what is inspiring me right now. So.
Yeah, I am inspired right now in Colorland. Sort of not the same thing, but it's close by. North country hunting, like a hunter or a duck hunter or a trapper, or a fisherman, who really needs to be seen in the woods so that no one's shooting them, but also kind of wants a little bit of. It's, if I can be honest, the Kamala and Waltz hat is just really great.
That's the vibe.
It's really good. It's camo, but written in orange. I was like, I'm probably not going to wear that, but I would, because it's that vibe I'm going for.
It's Midwest Princess vibe.
It's Midwest Princess. It's upstate New York in the middle of, it's border of Canada. We're going hunting. It's got that little bit of hey there, bud. What are you hunting? You catch? No, I got myself a 5-point. Got myself a buck.
Letterkenny.
It's a little bit of Letterkenny, eh?
Yeah.
It's yeah, but that and a gaggle of other things, but maybe elevated a little bit.
Yeah.
It's irony mixed with.
It's you go to Hudson Valley on the weekend.
Not from the city. You don't come up from the city.
No.
You come
The Hudson
down.
Valley is the city.
That's right. You go Plattsburgh, North Plattsburgh, down to the Hudson Valley. You're like, oh, I feel good. That's what happened when I moved here. I had always kind of dressed the way that I do. I don't know. It had taste of Vermont a little bit. Rural Vermont, which Vermont really isn't.
It reminds me of those
cities, but
cans of maple syrup that you can get from Montreal.
Mm.
It's that vibe.
I will forever be dressed in maple syrup. Just put me in maple syrup head to toe.
Feather and tar you.
Just take a pancake and slather butter on one arm.
Oh
pancake.
my god.
Yeah, that's kind of the vibe I'm going for, with warm accessories and warm but a pop of orange is always fun. This pop is really good. I found a hat that I made the other day. It was 2 years ago.
The other year.
Yeah, the other year. But it's in bright pink.
Mm-hmm.
I love
So
that,
like neons and neutrals.
Cable pink. Yeah, neons and neutrals.
Neons, neutrals, and camo.
That's right. Put it in there.
And I have like a pretty, like my color palette is, I've always been a fall baby. My birthday is in October.
Yep.
I love a mustard. I love a chartreuse.
Yep.
I love a mauve.
You do love a coral.
I love a coral. I love an orange. And so when I was like planning my next knits, probably like 6 months ago, I was like kept going towards mauves. Mm-hmm. Totally like mauves, like rusts, like light clay kind of colors. And I was like, there's too much of this in my wardrobe. I need to include some of like those really good pops of colors that coordinate well with the pinky mauvey clays.
Yeah.
And so a bunch of my projects have chartreuse and darker orange.
Girl, this blue.
I know.
This blue.
Well, and so that's
everything.
why I switched the color of my sheep camp. Because my sheep camp, the yarn that I initially bought for it was like a rusty, the color is called copper, also from Haley Bailey.
It's so pretty.
And I was like, I need a different pop, and I'm so glad I went with that like greeny blue eucalyptus color.
Yeah.
So
I love this midnight sea color.
I love
that Woolstock. Is it wool? Woolstock has that midnight sea color. It's really pretty. It's kind of already in here.
Yeah. See, I love the like.
This is so pretty.
The like blue that has the green in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, totally that color. Yes, that color.
I know, it's so good.
So I'm working on a tessellated vest, and I want to show you my stitch markers. One is a crow and one is a pumpkin.
It's pretty. Where did you get those?
These are from my friend Maria. She does not make progress keepers and stitch markers anymore, but
they're really cool.
I know, I love them. So I was like, we got to get the fall vibes going all over. So yeah, but there's a bunch of things that I have been thinking about and planning for, like, and I've talked about this before, that I love planning, and that doesn't always mean that the things are going to come into fruition, but I think planning is such an integral and like fun part of the making process.
It's very Pinterest board. It's very like, I love making a mood board.
I'm like, let me pin it.
Yes.
Let me do that.
I know, I love going into other people's Pinterest board. Emily and I will just sit there and I gave her, I was like, this is mine. And
and you like share your...
I was like, wedding dresses, this looks nice. Mine is like, the Penelopead. What am I inspired by for this play or musical?
Totally.
Design-wise.
Yeah, Pinterest is definitely part of this. I go into like my Pinterest boards from like 2010 and look at the fashion there and see like how I've adapted and whatnot. So anyway, part of what we wanted to do is just talk about like what's inspiring us for the season. It doesn't mean we're going to make anything from it, but I hope that it will also inspire you, things that we're thinking about. So light your candles, get your like cute little drink. Don't up your knitting. Do you have to go back? Are there specific garments that you are excited to wear and style for fall?
Yep.
Tell me more.
So as far as hand knits go, there's a sweater called Sitka Spruce. I believe it's Taylor Harris who made it. It's a cardigan. It's cabled. It has a little like notch collar. Really cute. I like it a lot. It's in Luft, in Woolfolk Luft. Big fan of that one. I didn't know that I would like it until I tried it on with an outfit, and I was like, wait, this is nice. It hits me in that, like in a nice spot. There's no buttons. It's just like on. I don't know if I'll put buttons on it though. I don't think I will. I don't need it to be closed. It's sort of like a jacket. There's a cardigan that I really like to wear. Again, it's in Luft, but it's green, dark green, and it's just a big oversized rib. I'm really excited about some like oversized sweaters, and I know it's been happening for a while, but really catching inspiration from like going through vintage. I say vintage. It's like 80s, 90s. vintage LL Bean and like J. Crew, and looking at some of those older like classic styles mixed with the LL Bean, mixed with like outdoors, like Field and Stream. My dad used to have a stack of Field and Stream magazines because he would tie flies for fly fishing, and I would look through them and I was just like, these are now looking through, they're problematic, to say the least. But yeah, like drawing inspiration from that, a cable sweater with like I got this Carhartt vest. It's like canvas and nice weight. It's not a puffer vest. I got a camo vest as well. It's like a liner vest.
Yeah, it's almost like the chore coats have been so popular. It's kind of like that chore coat, like the Carhartt overall vibe.
I do love that.
I saw a very, very cool sewing pattern that is coming out that is like kind of like a harness workwear, and it's asymmetrical. So it's almost like one half of a like fishing vest, and then it like clips in the center.
That's so cool.
It is so cool. The creator is amazing. I will definitely post a picture. There's gonna be so many pictures in this freaking video. And I thought about making that as a Christmas present for Kay. Oh. Like with some waxed canvas.
Wait, so nice.
It would be so cool, like to wear with like a plaid button down or button up. Yeah. So definitely like the workwear kind of like Carhartt khaki camo, like
mix it all together.
Totally.
I love that Friday. What's it? Friday knits? No, Friday sew. It's a pattern.
Oh,
it's called
I know what you're talking about.
Jacket.
Yeah.
God, I want one of those so bad. But it's that style too. That kind of chore coat. I want to feel like I'm going fly fishing, but I don't want to fly fish.
But I don't want to be wet or in nature.
I don't want to be in nature. I don't want bugs around me. I don't want to have to smell fish. I don't mind being near a stream. It's fine. But if I am in a field, I'm going to tick check all the time. We've talked about this before. Ticks are no.
No. Nobody likes a tick.
Nobody likes a tick.
Nobody likes a tick.
All the ticks are like, oh man.
I know.
Gross.
Oh, God.
That leads me to your inspiration for what? What are you thinking of?
Okay, so something I've been thinking of for a couple of seasons now, but have not gotten around to making.
Yeah.
Is a sweater with a collar.
Yeah.
So they've definitely been like gaining popularity. I've had a really hard time finding one that's a size inclusive pattern.
Yep.
I've had a hard time finding one where it's not just a tall collar that then folds over. I don't think that
the shaping
looks
you need to
good.
Have a good shaping.
Yeah, I just like it doesn't. I don't think it's very flattering personally.
Yeah.
So I've been turned off of a lot of patterns that I notice. Just like basically it's like you pick up the neckline ribbing and knit up for a long time, and then when it just flops over it sort of makes a collar.
Are you thinking like a polo collar, like the?
Yeah, so definitely polo collar, but definitely also like a cardigan with a collar. So there's a couple that I really like, one of which is called a Stripe Overload from Spectacle Strick, and I love this fucking pattern, the stripes, everything, and it is not very size inclusive. I love Spectacle Strick patterns, but they just like don't go up to my size.
Yeah.
But like the vibe is there. But recently I found this pattern from an old issue of Lina, and it's called like the Batula cardigan, and it has texture and it's kind of cropped. Well, I would definitely make it cropped, and it has a beautiful collar. It's styled really beautifully, and I want to knit it I want to dye the yarn for it, and I want to knit it in kind of like this chartreusey color, of course. But I think I could wear it in so many different ways. Did you find it? Yes, that one.
This is the one we talked about.
This is the one.
This one hurts. This is beautiful.
So that is really high on my list because I just like envision it in a ton of ways. However, I will say, I looked at the projects and it can veer very quickly into like old lady looking.
Yeah, I think styling it is good. It's going to be all about styling it and where
like, with
it falls.
Yes. So that's why I definitely want to be intentional about making it cropped.
Yeah.
And I definitely, the color is going to make a big difference. And also like styling it with like a little scarf for a pop of color.
Dead.
And like a pattern dress. Like I see it in my head. That's what I want. But there's a couple other like collared sweater vests, but none of them are really like speaking to me in the way the Batula is. So that's like really high on my list for just like fall inspiration.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely seeing more of those in like ready to wear places.
Yes.
Like Old Navy has a bunch of them this season. So yeah, that's definitely.
I love that. Yeah. Cardigan is really pretty.
I know. I just like, I'm trying to do more textured knits because I have so many just like plain stockinette things. Mm-hmm. And they're very wearable. Like I feel like a lot of my knits are very wearable.
Yeah.
And I wanna zhuzh.
Bring a little zhuzh to it. A little fancy texture.
I like for a long time was not a hat wearer.
Yeah.
But what changed me was the freaking muscle burr. Muscle burr.
That's right. I can make one.
I just like, I totally caught I caught the bug this last winter.
The muscle bug.
The muscle. And I honestly thought I was going to make one every month of the year, and I made 4, and then
You're like,
stopped.
Oh, okay, I think I'm calming down.
And then I was like, oh yeah, socks exist as that same itch, but I do have a couple that I would like to make for the holidays. Yeah. So that's, up there, but like they're just they just fit so perfectly.
Yeah.
And like you do have to kind of figure out what gauge the yarn wants to be. It's a very like you have to listen to your
kind of.
Yeah, and you have to like listen to your intuition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some might say you should follow your heart, your intuition. You know that song. It's Your Hips Don't Lie. What's her name? Shakira. I was gonna say Selena.
It's not from that song though.
No, it's a different one. I think it's called.
I thought you were saying it was from Your Hips Don't Lie. I was like, you are so full of shit right now.
You don't know the lyric, Tim.
I told the other day, Tim was over for dinner and Kay and him were watching like, I don't even remember, slime tutorials of like Beetlejuice or I don't even remember what it was. But I was like, I think my bit, because I really like don't know a lot of musicals because I'm not a musical girly. And I was like, I think my bit is just going to be asking questions that are totally like out of left field. So I was like, is that the guy who was in like Austin Powers? Like,
yes.
And we were like, and then they were both just like, yes. Like,
I will yes and do.
Yeah, exactly. And then we
the
just,
wrong
like,
person
going.
Or the right person, I guess, it depends on who you ask, will be like, no.
I know.
Those are the people
and
I
that's
want.
w's going to be funny. Yes, that's why this is what it's turning
not.
into. No, I'm like pretty sure that was the guy from the live action Scooby-Doo. Don't you remember him?
He played Shaggy?
Oh my god.
The Scooby-Doo.
I watched Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island this week.
Yep.
It was great. Okay, I digress. The other thing that is inspiring me that kind of goes back to your like chore coat vibe is just a slip over or a vest.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm making the tessellated vest, which has been a very popular pattern for like a couple of years now.
Yes.
Did it come out last year? Or 2 years ago?
Ooh.
It doesn't matter.
I think it was last year. Yeah, it was last year.
So I've got like tessellated vest. I love them for like pops of color. I have my vest that I knit a year ago that I wear a lot. That's actually very similar colors to this, but let's not talk about that. But I also really want to do like a slip over that has ties on the side.
It's like an apron kind of, or
yeah,
like
it kind of gives an apron vibe.
What's the tabard? It's a little bit like a
yes,
tabard.
Yeah. And we definitely have to be careful with, again, length on that one because I feel like it can go.
Laura Ingalls Wilder.
Indeed.
With the quickness.
Yes.
Again, styling though, I think it has to do with styling.
Like I have this great, really dark green with like lavender hemp in it from Lavender Loon.
That's a really good color.
And I want to make this slip over. I can't remember the name of it right now, but that has these ties on the side, and I just like cannot get the image of it with my gingham, black and white gingham dress.
That's cute.
It's gonna be so cute.
That is gonna be cute because you can add like, again, like the pop of your orange shoe or something.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun.
So cute. Just relax.
Chill.
Oh,
thank you. You want some pettings, don't you? Hello.
That was like so dramatic. Okay. You little stinky.
Yeah.
Yeah, as someone who runs very warm, vests are a great option because it's not like also covering my arms.
Mm-hmm.
So I have found them great for that.
Yeah, that is the truth. I know I can wear a vest. I just don't know if I want to wear a vest yet.
A knitted vest?
I'm kind of I'm kind of intrigued by like a cardigan vest with just a t-shirt, like an oversized cardigan vest with a t-shirt and a pair of like Carhartts.
Mm-hmm. I could see that totally.
Yeah.
I think
kind of teacher vibe.
I do like understand the there's like a fine line, I think, between like Andrew Scott wearing a sweater vest and Mr. Rogers wearing a sweater vest.
Yep.
Especially for men styling it.
Yep. I know.
Like
it's true.
It could go like
it's
totally
size.
frumpy, like
I know.
Right?
It's true. It's true. I definitely think it's the fit of it again. Mm-hmm. And there's something to be said about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not sure what that something is.
But I love the pants that you just bought.
Yeah.
And like those with an oversized sweater vest would be so cute. That would be like a look.
A look.
A look.
I'm excited about those. They're just like plain black carpenter pants.
I mean, they are, but they like the fit is like very of the time right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like callback to my 90s. For some reason, I can't make myself yet purchase a pair of jeans
that are loose
in the carpenter like painter style.
Okay, yeah.
I think it just harkens too much back to 1995, 96, 97.
Like, God forbid Jinkos.
I know.
Like, we don't want anything to be slightly resembling a Jinko.
That's not my jam.
I think, did I show you a picture of, like, the Lucy and Yak new pants that are, like, really baggy with, like, a cargo pocket on the side?
No.
And I was like, I love these, but, like, I don't know if they're for me.
That's it. I'm like, I'm okay knowing what is not for me and what is for me.
Like, there's always the question, are they stylish
right.
or are they skinny?
Right.
And I have to really sometimes take a step back.
Right.
And think about it and
assess. Is it my jush or are they just jacked? That's what I think. I was like, is this my jush or is that model just jacked? and they look good in like anything.
And this is an important question also to ask when you are browsing Ravelry.
Yeah, that's true.
Is it the way that they have done the photo shoot?
Right.
Like, is it styled really well? Or is this a sweater that I actually want to knit and love?
Spend time with it.
Yeah. It's an important question, people.
I agree. It's taking all those things into consideration. It's hard to tell someone too, and they're like, I really love this pattern. Okay, you can absolutely make it.
Yeah.
But beware that photography is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Yeah, it's tough when you're helping people, you know, and you're like, it is like not gonna look like that on you, or like this yarn isn't gonna be the same.
It's not gonna act the same way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm excited to wear my sheep camp too. So
we talked about this on the live, but we haven't talked about it on the pod.
Yeah.
So we should discuss.
Yes.
Do you want to tell the story?
I mean, it was, long story short, my car got broken into and my knitting bag got stolen, and I've made peace with it now, but I was like bugging out sad because of the sheep camp as the knit along was a thing, and then we're going to Starlight Knitting Camp in Vernonia coming up, and it's the unofficial like pattern of Starlight Camp this year, and
there's just like a lot of FOMO.
There's a lot of FOMO, and I was just kind of like, oh, I wanted to wear one with everyone, but also like, we did it.
It just like symbolized so much of the community aspect of the podcast, of our in-person knitting community.
Right.
Us going to Rhinebeck and like wearing the same thing, all of that, and it was stolen with like 5 inches of the sleeve left.
So annoying, yeah. But some folks in the community got together and made me one, or are making me one. Haley Bailey, shout out to Haley Bailey, who was like, sent the yarn that's kind of the, actually I'm going to say it's a better color than, I didn't mind the gray and the white, but God,
you were panicking a little bit about it looking a little like,
our
Ruth Bader Ginsburg core.
Yeah, a little bit Ruth core, which is not bad, but like, and then the colors that you guys picked are just absolutely perfect. And Susan's doing the knitting, and she's fast and furious, and yeah, it's just a really big definition of community coming together to like uphold others.
Yeah, Haley Bailey like reached out to me and was like, is there a plan to knit Tim another one? And so initially I was like, okay, how can we do this in secret? And I was like, okay, like, do you have these colors in stock? Because it's like similar to what Tim was doing, but like in Haley Bailey's colorway. And she was like, well, I have this color and I can dye that one. I'm like, no, I'll get one from Starlight. So I like had all the yarn, and then I like dropped it off with Susan, who so graciously was like, yes, I'll knit however much you want. Because initially I was like, are we going to pass it along and have like different people do the sleeves, and like, should I give it back to Tim when it's like at the point
and then continue
that it was stolen so that you can just knit the end? Like I was like trying to figure it out, and then in our group chat Tim was like, these are the colors I'm gonna knit my sheep camp in, but I could tell he wasn't like there wasn't any passion. Like, and so I was like, I think I have to call him. I think I have to call him and tell him. And so I was like, hi.
So you can do that. You absolutely can do that. But
I was like, but you probably like don't want to do that.
We're gonna make you one. And that was a good.
Yeah.
That was a good call.
Yeah. So now it's like,
so
she's like 75% of the way done.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. I'm excited for it.
So that's definitely on the docket for fall styling.
Yeah, for sure. And the color is so good. It's like a brown black kind of with a mossy oak. Is that what it is? The color?
Of
or
the
lichen,
light.
Maybe? Yeah.
It's not light. I think it is mossy oak.
Okay.
And then the main color is black bird.
It's really pretty.
Yeah, so that was a fun thing that I was able to sort of coordinate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited. I left mine open. Like, I just left it at the rolled hem. And I was a little worried that it was going to be wide. And I don't like the way a t-shirt looks underneath it. Like, I will never wear it with a t-shirt underneath.
Yeah.
But, like, with some of my dresses that have, like, lower necklines, I really like putting it over the top.
Yeah.
And I gave it a good amount of length so that I can wear it with some high-rise pants.
Yep.
So under overalls is another, like,
That's
really good
cute.
option. So, yeah, I'm really thrilled with how it turned out. And because it's superwash, it doesn't make me super warm. And it's very soft. So it's like I can just wear it next to skin.
Yeah.
Because I finished a sweater as a sample last year for Starlight. And it's in Andorra, which has some mohair in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was wearing that yesterday, and I was like,
oh, it's really...
oh, it's itchy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have to wear, like, a shirt under it, which is
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing with mohair, I think sometimes it is a little bit like... I don't know.
Well, what's interesting is my red sweater that I finished, my red-orange sweater, the big oversized one.
Yeah.
That's all mohair, and that doesn't bother me.
That's all mohair?
Well, it's,
or it's held together
yeah,
with...
held together with knitting for Olive Heavy Merino.
Oh, right.
And that doesn't bother me at all. But somehow the Andorra is like...
Huh.
So...
I also do want to bring attention to hand knit socks for the fall.
Yes.
Hand knit socks with the bean boots and the bean shoes I have that are just like, they're super warm. They get a little hot, but they're really nice to have. Like, I just keep thinking about camp because it's in like a week from today.
Mm-hmm.
But those nights are cold. They get really chilly.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's really nice to have everyone in their hand knits or their not hand knits and like just super cozy and warm together, knitting around a fire. I wonder if someone's
hand
bringing
knit socks.
candles. Yeah, hand knit socks.
Are you knitting hand knit socks or just wearing hand
I mean,
knit
I'm wearing
socks?
them. I have a pair that I haven't touched in probably 2 months.
Yeah, because it's been freaking hot.
It's been warm, and also I'm just like, these are on a size 1.
Oh, to actually knit them.
Yes.
Yeah. I thought you meant like wearing them.
Yeah, no, there's a couple patterns I really like that I want to make in a sock.
Yeah,
Just,
when the feeling strikes,
Yep,
you gotta
when the
just
spirit
like
moves, you gotta do
yeah.
it.
Yeah, I joined the Summerly Colorwork Cuff Club, which is, I think it's like $12, and you get a new cuff design every month.
That's cute.
So this was August. I finished the first sock. I need to cast on the second one, but I was totally just sold by this motif. It's so sweet.
I know.
And I was actually in a local yarn store, and my nails were painted like neon yellow, and I saw a skein that was in this brown color, and I like put my hand up against it, and I was like, those colors together, that's what I want. So I bought a neon yellow and this like brown color.
Yeah.
And then I came home and pulled the same colors out of my stash and used those instead.
Wait, that's good. You're virtuous.
I know it is, but I already
stash.
bought the other colors.
Well, you can make a matching hat or something.
Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna do something else with that motif.
Sure.
But, and then also the new, I showed that to you yesterday, right? The like, oh, maybe I showed Chris. The next month, I love the pattern, and I'm very excited to
Yeah, I
knit
was going
that
to
one
ask
too.
you what the September one is.
Look at how good this is.
Oh, I love that.
I know. I thought maybe I could do the little blips as spin cycle so that it gradiates, but then the rest of it is in a solid.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I do like those.
So that's a really fun, if you like love knitting socks and just want a way to kind of like make them a little bit more fun. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I always just knit basically a size up when I'm knitting colorwork socks.
Yeah.
Just because there's like less give.
Yeah.
So these, you know, usually I knit a 64 stitch sock. This is a 72. And honestly, this fits me great. So I think maybe I need to stick with a 72.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Cool.
Anything else that you're excited?
Oh, there's a hat I did. It's the trapper hat that I did.
Yeah.
That, I want to make one in brown. And I want to wear it just like tied up. It's brioche. It's fun. It's called Edgewood.
Everyone's going to be like, why aren't you in upstate New York?
I know. They're going to say, what did you catch this weekend? I was like, not a cold. I caught a walleye. I caught a northern pike. And I screamed and ran away. True story. I'm like, what are you doing? He's taking your bait. Well, I don't know.
You're like, I used my yarn to lure the fish, but I didn't want him.
But I didn't want it. Go away, go away. My dad had this it's like a marled sweater, and it's oversized, and it's woolly wool.
Yeah.
And it's from LOB.
Yes, of course. Kate has one of
90s.
those. Yes.
Oh,
it's like the rag sweater.
Yes, yes.
I mean, they say it's cotton rag, I guess, is like the thing that they say, but like with the rolled collar.
This one is not a rolled collar. It's a crew neck collar, but it's wool scratchy.
Yes.
Oh my god, I love that sweater. So I'll be wearing that more often too.
Oh yes, that's so good.
And on the opposite end of that is the Tenzin sweater, which is a Woolfolk design, but it's just it's in like bulky, and so you knit it in literally like 6 days. I've worked on this one. And it's for my friend, Cardi Farty. But I put a stripe in it. It's supposed to be solid, like the normal one is solid, but I'm throwing this stripe in because it's fun.
So good.
I have to pull this back, so I do the sleeve here, the stripe here, and here. But the weight of it is like, it's really warm, but it's lightweight. And I run hot. Mm-hmm. But I want to make myself one and just make it
a vest.
Super big. No. No. It is. Oh my god. It's so soft.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I want to make another one, but probably in brown.
Mm-hmm.
I could do it in the olive color. Fleck Bulky 8 is what it's called, but it's more of like an olive brown.
Mm-hmm.
So that part, probably do some of that. It just is like a really great throw it on over anything. But it has to be chilly outside. I think I would wear that in lieu of a coat.
Yeah, totally.
Or like put the vest over that.
Yes. For when you're like snowshoeing?
When I'm like snowshoeing or like hunting again. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't hunt. And no shade to people who do, but I just...
Wow, Maple's judging
a lot of waiting. I know Maple.
She doesn't like the cold either.
I know Maple. She doesn't like the cold.
Yeah, because the snow gets in between her paw pads and she's like, ow.
Oh, that's so cold.
Ow.
She's like, knit me some boots. No, she won't wear them, will she?
It's so funny because like I kept being like, do we just talk about like cabled cardigans? Do we talk about like Fair Isle knitting? Mm-hmm. And do we talk about like plaid? And then I just keep thinking of Meryl Streep, like plaids for fall, groundbreaking. And I'm like, I know, okay?
I know, yeah.
Like, you know.
Fine. All of my shirts are plaid.
But that's what I want.
Exactly.
I want the Meg Ryan, Nora Ephron, like, fall.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Also, this is not everyone's cup of tea. My fashion isn't going to be everyone's cup of tea.
Yeah.
Yours isn't going to be everyone's. That's the best thing about style and what you like to wear. It's not always going to be everyone's jam.
Yeah, I got a book that I'm really excited about it's a Marie Wallen book. It's called Erin, and it's like featuring her Erin yarn and like a bunch of patterns based on that. And there is this cardigan in there that has texture. It has Fair Isle. It's like an open cardigan.
Yeah.
It's literally like, I'm like, this is fall in a nutshell. This sweater. I bet you when you knit it, you start to smell pumpkin spice.
And you start to crave apple cider.
Yeah. You're like, I don't know why, but I feel like all of a sudden my car is driving to the apple orchard.
It's on autopilot.
You're like, wait, where am I going? Oh my god, I'm at the fruit
I'm on Savi Island.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I'm at the pumpkin patch? What? How did this happen? And so Tim and I were looking at it, and I was like, that's the thing I want to make.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's like in a worsted, but I've discussed, I run very warm.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely want to buy yarn that is woolen spun for this, like maybe piece fleece.
Oh yeah.
And so I think that's going to be like top of my Rhinebeck shopping list is yarn for that sweater.
Mm-hmm. I think that's what I want too for my bucket list sweater.
Mm-hmm.
Something woolen spun, a little bit scritchy.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to be able to feel, but lightweight.
That's what I love. My piece fleece sweater that I knit is not the best sweater pattern.
Okay.
It's like pieced. It looks like an Ann Bud sweater.
A piece fleece.
We love Ann Bud. Add Ann Bud. And punk rock.
Punk rock and bud.
And it's very 80s. It sort of looks like I'm wearing shoulder pads. It's fine. But
so why not lean in and put shoulder pads in? You're like, hey, I'm powerful.
I'm like Sergeant Pepper. But my point in bringing this up is that sweater is like the perfect kind of coat sweater to wear because it keeps my temperature so regulated. Even though it's like such a thick wool, it's so airy because of and that has mohair in it, not scratchy, and it's just perfect. So piece fleece is definitely like one of the yarns that I'm like considering for this, but I do need a lot of colors of it for the color work, but like maybe the main color could be piece fleece, and I think that would work really well, like a buttery color, an orangey color. I don't know. I'm open.
Yeah.
But I'm excited about that book. I love all of the patterns.
Patterns are stunning in it, for real.
Yeah.
Mother Marie Wallen.
Yeah.
I have a cable sweater that I made called Seabeck, and just got distracted because I think Seabeck, is that the last name or what they used to call Simone Beck? Julia Child's like co-author with her books, Simone Dubec. I think it's Simone Dubec. They called her Seabeck. I don't know if that's real. Might have made that up. But comment if you know. Wow.
You're like
comment. Mackenzie's like, cut it. I don't care.
Those were very different reactions.
I know. Like, stop. Mom. Mackenzie's cutting things out. I don't know. No, I made it a little too, here's the thing. I didn't trust the pattern 100%, and I kept going, and it's longer than I want it by maybe 2 inches. And I think maybe I should take out the pattern.
Is it pieced?
I think it is.
Yeah, I feel like that's when it's like a pain.
Wait, no, I think the body is knit in the round, and then the sleeves are... Hold please, play elevator music. Hey Siri, play elevator music.
Now playing Elevator by Beach Crimes and Tia Tia.
Very good. I really wanted to hear Beach Crimes and Tia Tia play the song Elevator. Such a pretty sweater.
Oh, I remember you
one.
knitting that.
Yeah, in the tan. But I made it too long, I think. What are the notes?
I would cut out 2 inches for you. I would do that for you so that you can wear it.
I just want to know if it's knit in the round of it. I have the worked flat from the bottom up in pieces and seamed. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that means
that's why
I'm gonna
annoying.
have to,
you have to Oh, and bottom up, so it started at the bottom.
So...
I mean, that doesn't really matter. You can pick up, cut it out, and then just knit ribbing.
Oh my god, that's gonna be such a big...
That's why you haven't done it!
No. What if I just shrink it?
No!
It's not gonna shrink that way.
No! Bring it to the store.
Or just wear it. I can just shut up and wear it and tuck it or something. I don't know. How do I do that? What do I do? Help!
Bring it in and I'll look at it.
Okay.
I'll fix it for you.
Yeah, I mean, there's some surgery involved.
I'm also definitely dreaming of some big ass shawls. And I'm gonna put that in big text. Big ass shawls.
So you're giving Queen Stephen a run for her money.
No, look. There's a place.
I am looking. I'm looking with my eyes.
There's a place in the world, obviously, for Stephen West shawls.
Yes.
That is not on my body.
That's not mine either.
Or my needles.
It's
and that's
in my
okay.
car, stuck in the snow, and using it as a blanket to wait for a pickup truck to come and pick me up and keep me warm. She said it herself. It's a schlanket.
I really thought that you were going to say to help you get your car out from being stuck.
Put it under the tires.
That's what I thought you were going to say. You were like, who needs cat litter when you have a schlanket?
That's right. That's so right. It's 100% like
I was like, no, we
Shetland.
have to cut that out. That's so rude. But no, okay.
No, that's fine.
It's fine. No, I want like, our friend Cassie is making this.
That is really
I
pretty.
know. So I have my yarn set aside for that.
What was
It's
the
a
yarn you're
beautiful. I'm using Swainyo.
Yes.
And I'm using the color Goldie from Spin Cycle for my lights.
Goldie is so pretty.
I know. It's going to
Damn
be
it.
real pretty together. So that's set aside. It's like basically waiting for me to be
What color
ready to
Swainyo
cast
is it?
on. Harvest.
What
the
color
like
is it?
yellowy orange.
That's pretty.
Yeah.
So I'm going to assign you a project. Or maybe just colors. Yeah, I know. It's weird. I'm older than you, so I get to do this.
Oh,
no.
wow.
No, I really want you to make something in this, like, dark bluey
Okay,
green.
so.
Yes? Do we have something?
Do you...
Go on.
Last year when we were at camp,
Yeah.
we went and drove out to Naughty Lamb, and I got the Camellia Fiber Company color.
Yeah.
That's this amazing blue green. And I started knitting the Hesper shawl by Sister Mother Press Flowers.
Oh, Sister Mother Christopher's. Yeah. Mother Amy.
Yes. It's a good, like, that, like, I have my color palette. That's a very good, like, periphery color for my color palette, for sure.
Yeah.
And I don't have a lot in it, but, yeah, it's really good.
Much needed, I think.
Yeah.
This with that color would be really nice.
Yeah, it would. Maybe we should assign each other projects from our stashes.
Okay, that works. I'm down. I'm full of chaos and I accept.
But I should knit you something with yarn from my stash, and you should knit me something with yarn from your stash. Like swapsies.
I'm going through I'm thinking of Oh, I already know.
What?
Oh my god, and it's your colors too. It's a big
Show me
shawl.
to me, Rachel.
Show me to me, Rachel. It's
What?
It's so so good.
Yeah, it's not supposed to be a secret.
Yeah, it is. No, it's not. I've had the yarn for a while, and I'm like, I know these go together, and I want to do these together. But for who? I just want to make this shawl.
For me?
It is the shawl, yes. It is, no, ball sack. Okay, what is it called, though? It's about 4 years old.
Okay.
Name
Are we playing
5.
20 questions, or?
It's about 4 years old. Yes or no? I don't know.
I wish Ravelry had a 20 questions function. So you're like, is it a DK or sport? Neither. Like,
it's Aaron. It's a worsted. It's a worsted weight shawl.
Okay.
And it has color work in it.
Okay.
And it was popular. There is spin cycle in it.
Okay.
Dream State.
Okay.
The Dream State I have is Rusted Rainbow. It's a very good Rusted Rainbow.
I believe you.
The solids I have are this blue.
Okay.
And a kind of, it's a red. It's like the red orange.
Okay.
It's kind of insane.
It's kind of insane.
Kind of
Okay.
insane, and I love it. Or I could do it with the white. Anyway, it's called, oh my god.
Who knit it? Who
in my
designed it?
Ravelry.
Oh, well, we all know how that goes. So.
I know. It's gonna be a hotness out. We'll be here for a couple hours.
I'm just gonna fast forward, but
Like,
so that we
is it this?
know
Is it that?
how long it took. Like,
oh my god,
like,
what
pulling all
is
the
it?
shit out of your project
That's-
bag, like killed
How
it.
come I can't actually?
I
I just like, you actually did work.
I know I did. Yeah, I know.
That letter Kenny comment was for
Give
you,
it to
eh?
me.
Tim, don't. Sorry to our Canadian friends.
This is your cue.
Because everything is famously in my cue, not my favorite.
Everything is famously in your cue.
That's kind of nice. I kind of love this little one, but it is reminiscent of
Foxes.
what?
Mhm.
Foxes?
Foxes?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the little ears and the heads and the
Oh.
and the haze and the highs and the he and shears. No. Of course it is.
Her.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage. Hi.
Oh, I was thinking of
I love that too.
her from
Who made it?
Oh yeah, Rachel. I love this
You're just
one
like
too. That.
stuck because you
Yeah,
don't
Katie.
get on the table.
Oh, there was a whole row I
gosh,
skipped
I'm
by.
gonna
Okay,
freak
wait.
out if I can't think of it.
That doesn't mean I'll find it.
Does the pattern have Dream State in it?
Yes.
Okay, it's written for
I
Dream
can't believe I
State.
did not.
It's 2 solids and Dream State.
So that means it would
And
be
the original
Worsted.
was Mississippi Marsala, and then a white
worsted
and a blue, maybe?
because I am nothing if not very good at
Resourceful.
finding things because
Yeah.
this is what library school taught me. That's why I'm so in debt.
Ah.
Okay, is it?
Yes, that's it. That's it. How did you find it? Because you're a librarian.
Because-
What's it called?
Knitting, worsted, shawl, spin cycle.
Wow, it's the
The
third.
courage shawl.
Yeah, the courage. Do you like that one?
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to do that one. I'll show you the colors.
Ooh.
I don't think I'm putting white in it, but
That's fine.
I think I do
I'm fine
have the white.
without having white in it.
Okay. I wish I had a picture of the skeins I got, but they were.
Okay, and we're using your stash, so.
Yeah. I got it.
Okay,
It's in
okay.
that basket I have.
Should I text this to you so that you never forget?
Probably. Hey Tim. Remember that? I'll be like, what's it? Who did that anyway? Who designed it?
Who designed it?
Yeah.
Shannon Cook.
Oh, Shannon did. Okay, great. Good job, Shannon.
Okay, so now I have to
It's
decide.
beautiful.
Well, should I just use the blue that I was just talking about using in something for you?
What blur?
The blue green.
Oh my God, Mckenzie, you just texted me. You're next to me. Wow. Show me to me, Rachel. That I texted you about? What?
What? That we were
Or that you were
just,
just
talking
talking
about.
Wow. What blue?
The the blue green from Camellia.
Oh well, you don't have to use that with me, but I like it. Two
What do you
skeins
want?
of
What do you want?
Sport weight.
You're like, I want a shawl.
I want a shawl.
No, you're like, I want a scarf.
I want a courage shawl.
You're like, I want a
Ew.
6 foot long
I would never
scarf.
make
Well,
you
what if I
knit a
just?
scarf? Friends don't let friends knit scarves.
That's the the name of the episode. No, that's just a quote for the
It's
episode.
just a quote.
Friends
don't let friends knit
them
scarves. I do love a scarf, but
no, what if I just knit you like a little chest of socks?
A what?
Like a little well, because like one pair of
A
socks.
chest of socks.
I meant it like
Can I
a
see
chest.
I do
Are you
like
gonna
this
try this
height.
on?
I am. I like this height for a boot. So I have those LL Bean shoes. You know, the like gum shoes?
Yeah, they're like the duck boots, but they don't
Kind of.
have a boot.
Yeah, they don't have like a boot, but you see that much.
You like that height?
So I actually really like the ones that just came out for this month. But it's cool. The plaid one. I literally
No,
don't
I
care.
meant like what if, because like I don't feel like one pair of socks is comparable to that shawl.
Yeah, it is.
You
It
do?
absolutely
No,
is.
I have timed how long it takes me to knit a pair of socks.
Yeah.
It takes me 6 hours.
Good. I'm not comparing the time. It's just the it's
Well, so what I'm saying,
project.
why are we yelling at each other?
Why- I'm gonna make you something that's bigger than that. No, I really don't care.
I understand, and I want to knit you like 3 pairs.
But you already did. You made me a pair. Listen, I like making things for fun. To make them. This,
But remember, there's
God,
like
this is
some
like
like self-striping
guilty
yarns that I have been like, I want to knit you in particular
perfect.
socks.
I'm in.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Why are we yelling at each other?
Mom, Mckenzie won't take the shawl I'm knitting for her. Oh, I'm
I
so
don't know
excited
why
to
we're
have
doing
that on my
this.
docket now, the courage.
That's gonna be fun.
There were a couple people who were like, it was a pain in the ass. I'm like, I don't care.
It looks fun.
It looks
because you
beautiful.
have to do color work flat.
Yeah. Hillary made
Whatever.
a pretty one, but it's
I
like
think I remember.
mosaic.
Oh, I thought it was. Oh, it's mosaic.
I think
Then why
it's
are people
mosaic.
saying it's a pain in the ass?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
anyway.
Because sometimes mosaic can be a pain in the ass for people, for sure.
Okay, so we've planned project swapsies.
Yep. Oh, good. I'm glad that you'll. See, that's the thing is I've always loved knitting shawls. I don't wear them.
Yeah.
I would make them for my friend Mary, and she would wear. I think she would wear them. She didn't tell me if she didn't wear them, but I just kept making them for her because yeah, she would wear them. She was a music teacher in an elementary school,
Cute.
and she would wear them all the time.
Yeah, I love a shawl. I actually like, because I run so warm,
Yeah.
sometimes I'll just go out like in the fall to take Maple on a you-know-what, just like wrapped with a shawl. W-O-K. Maple loves a walk.
And she did nothing. She didn't even move.
It's because she knew that I was saying W-O-K and not W-A-L-K.
That's true. Maple's a really good speller.
Yeah.
I've been really impressed by Maple's spelling skills. I'm a big fan. Big fan. That was in my bag. Sad.
That you got stolen the thing I bought for you? Oh no.
It's very sad. And someone's probably using it.
You're like on the tee one day. On the tee.
On the tee. We're in Boston. Ready? We're in Boston. We're on the Massville Turnpike.
The asshole.
That's what I call it. That's what I think it's generally called. Also, not Lissy's like comment about
I
the roundabout.
know.
That was so funny. I knew they were coming. No,
What?
We're not having Chinese food to cook it in a. Come here. Come here.
Up.
Big up, honey.
Oh my goodness.
Oh boy.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
When are we talking? When did we even talk about that?
What? The tea?
The,
Oh, the rotary?
yeah.
The last episode, I think. I don't know. 'Cause there was like
I feel like we haven't
live-
recorded in like 3 weeks.
Well, we
Have
did.
we?
I don't know.
2 weeks ago.
Maybe.
I don't know. I'm losing it.
What was
losing it.
Robert last night was like?
Oh.
I finally caught up on your episodes.
And we were like.
And I was like, why are you here? Why are you at midnight? Don't we drive you enough nuts? Don't we drive you nuts
That's
enough?
the other.
Yeah.
That's the other quote.
Don't we drive you enough nuts? What I meant to say was, never mind.
Oh,
No,
God.
He's like, no, it's fine.
Okay.
Sister Roberta.
All right. What are we doing?
I
Is that it? Are we done?
think that's it.
Yeah. So anyway, I hope this I hope this helped you add some things to your queue. I hope it got you thinking about fall plans.
Yeah.
I hope you go out and buy a fall scented candle.
Leaves and boots and socks, boots and cats.
Halloween.
Halloween. I'm a Halloween hater. I'm sorry, I'm coming clean right now. I'm coming clean. I didn't grow
Maple
up with
just
it.
leaves.
Oh, I know. She's like, oh, okay.
She's like,
well,
this is also my season.
This is my season. I like to go out for ALKS. I know you know what I'm saying. Do you like a pumpkin? Yeah. It's just not my jush, but I can appreciate autumnal, fall. The thing is, I don't like scaring people. I do like scaring people, but just like, that part. I love watching videos or reels of people
So
getting
the thing
scared in
is,
the car. They're like,
I will never scare someone because if someone scared me, I would probably punch them in the face.
you would throw hands for
I
sure.
would be like, you like.
My friend Bianca, she grew up in the Bronx, and she was like, if you I scared her one time. She came around the corner, and I went, B! And she was like, and she literally went like this. And I was like, oh. She's like, don't even mess with me. I will throw hands. I'm like, noted. Won't do it again. Or I will run really fast.
See,
She gets scrappy.
my sister's the one who would hide in the bathroom and stand there for like 20 minutes
so
waiting for someone to walk by. Usually it was my dad, and he would be like, like
Yep.
you know, and she'd be like, hee 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 hee. But so I will not scare anyone because I don't want to be scared.
Yeah.
Period. That's it. That's all.
That's all it is.
I love
Yep.
a scary movie. I love a horror movie. I love Halloween. I do not want someone to try and scare me.
Yeah. I think here's the funniest thing is that youngest usually don't have a lot of patience. That's a generalization. I get it. But they have patience
Just
when they
scare-
want to scare somebody. Because I remember sitting in a corner laughing to myself knowing that my sister was going to scream so loud. Or come around the corner and I was going to go, "Bah!" And they're
Which
like,
sister?
Katie. Yeah, Katie was. And I would try not to laugh either because I would just get excited and wait. Yeah.
And what's so funny is my dad would tell us a story of my Aunt Sue standing in his closet and waiting for him to like get home from like football practice, and she would like bust out of his closet after he'd been in his room for a while, and then he would go, and she would always tell us the story that he couldn't even say anything. He would just go and like.
So your Aunt Sue gave your dad a heart attack. Jeez.
100%.
Wow.
So rude.
Wow.
Anyway.
Well.
So the next episode from us will be recorded at camp.
You're clapping for camp.
I don't know.
Let's clap
If
for
you
camp.
have any camp specific questions for us, leave them in the comments. We will look at them. And then also, I will be posting a vlog of camp, which will be very fun.
That's fun.
I'm also going to do a pre-camp vlog about like packing.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. If you want to
Oof.
contribute.
Here's the thing. I have to remember. Why do I always introduce with that? Here's the thing. I always mispack because I think the weather is going to be a certain type of way. But you can always be sure that you need something heavier for nighttime because
Yeah.
it's chilly.
Yeah.
It's cold. Anyway,
Yeah.
getting ahead of myself.
So I'm going to do a little vlog. If you want to contribute vlog footage,
Sure.
you can with
Yeah.
your phone, and then you just mail it to me.
Yeah.
That's Maple throwing a fit because I just said the word walk. Okay, anyway. Camp is coming.
Camp is
It's
coming.
September. Fall is here.
We're
Knitting
doing trivia.
season. We're doing Sibling Energy trivia.
At camp.
Yeah, which will be fun. And maybe we can post the questions
Yeah.
on on
be fun.
Instagram or something.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.